Hi everyone. Just a warning, this is going to be a very transparent and authentic video. Not that I'm not always transparent, but there is something that needs to be exposed to the light right now that is manifesting in darkness. So I need to get it out and share it. There is a photo I made, a transformation photo. I made it on Wednesday of two images from videos I made almost 5 years apart. There's a video that I did for my own self when I was nearing the lowest that I wanted to look back on one day. And then there was the video I made Wednesday. And what I did was I took a screenshot from each one and I put it side by side. The transformation in those two photos is incredible. And I was so excited to share it. But as time passed without me doing anything, I found that in not acting on it right away, it allowed for fear to creep in, and insecurity and worry about what people would think and how it'd be perceived. There can be a lot of talk in the eating disorder community about before and after photos and how they really aren't that beneficial, and it's just glorifying the disorder and putting the focus on the body, and it's triggering to people. And I'm hearing all this chatter about that in my head, and I'm hearing all the thoughts of what people might say or what they might think when they look at it. And I was on a walk this morning thinking, how in the world have I let those things in? Since when have I cared what other people think in regards to my own journey? Since when have I stayed silent about what God has done in my life? Because these pictures are His story. My testimony is His reputation. So why in the world am I going to stay silent about it? Because of the fear of what somebody else is going to say, or how I'll be perceived for putting this picture out there. I don't post before and after photos in any way to draw attention to how sick I was. I don't do it to glorify the disorder. I don't do it to brag about where I went and how far I went down and how low I could go. I do it with a hope that people see the internal transformation, because it was never about the body. When I see those two photos side by side, I'm not looking at the weight difference. I'm looking at the journey, that in between, of how that broken, lost girl from 2011 got to that whole and full of life Jenna on Wednesday. I'm replaying in my head all the tears and all the pain, and I'm watching between those photos that journey unfold of what that Jenna in 2011 had to go through, all the trials and the struggles, the sleepless nights, the endless tears, the rituals she had to break, and the yeses that she had to say, and all the things she had to overcome, the impossible she had to face. I look at all those things and I celebrate the journey. I celebrate the transformation, because that is what created the Jenna of Wednesday. Not the food she ate, not the weight she gained. That transformation rest in the life she chose to live, the life she said yes to. And that is my hope when people see that photo, is that they're looking at the journey. They're not looking at the body. They're looking at what it took for that girl, that Jenna, to get to today. That is what recovery is about. It's about that in-between. It's about that life that happens in between the before and after photo. It is about how you got from 1 to 3. It's about that 2 in between. So often we overlook that 2, but you could not have the 3 without it. I want people to look in between those photos, to see all that takes place in the middle, to honor that middle, to see what God did in it, to see the magic that happens when you say yes and you agree to life. So please, when you look at this photo that I will post, yes, there's a noticeable difference in my body. You can't deny that. But please look in between. Look at the journey. Look at what it took for the left picture to become the right picture. I trust all of you with both of those Jennas, with that transformation. I trust you will honor it, you'll respect it, and that you'll speak kindness. So I'm going to post those photos, and I'm going to ignore every fear and every thought that pops in my head, because this is not about me. This is about God getting the glory for what He did in me. So I thank you all for listening, for watching, and for respecting the photo that I will post.